Yo, let me check it. Yo, blah, blah, blah. All right. Yeah, it's my birthday. So I'll get right to it. Couple things on this video. Final will and testimony. If I ever amount to anything in life again besides what I'm doing now, which is pretty much being a piece of uh, mm, I guess give it all to Lawrence County, Ohio, and the Lawrence County Land Bank, since they're so greedy pieces of crap. They pretty much own me anyway. Actually, or give it to Bruce McGinnis Jr. because he's such a rich, spoiled descendant of wealth that. Oh yeah, never mind. Give it to Sophie Lowe. Yeah, that is genuine. If anything ever happens to me and it comes to the point where I do have something to share, give it to Sophie Lowe because adopted daughter of Terry Robert Lowe and Mary Lowe. Not fans of your adopted parents, but haven't had the opportunity to ever spend time with you. But hey, you never know. I got some stuff that may come through where you never know. Hopefully, I would like to help because I know you definitely have not had as easy as an upbringing as I might have had. Beyond that, I want to deal with intellectual property that I would like to trademark, copyright right now. If anything else, I'll have fun doing this little project and have had fun brainstorming it, doing storyboards, character prototypes. I'm seeking investors and animators. That's pretty much what's left. Uh, Once I get that lined up, we can knock out maybe 10, 15 episodes or 10, 15 issues, or just do like a pilot demo, so to speak. I think it could be something. I'm going to type in tentative title, but the project will be based on this title. Superhero, yeah. You could say it's like a Walter White type, maybe. Trusty sidekick, Captain Copper. That's based on my friend Rusty Avery. Taught me how to dumpster dive and ground score and all that good stuff. So anybody that wants to collaborate, you could share creative control. Uh, I unfortunately did not come up with methamphetamine. I came up with Captain Copper with my friend Sarah Cole, who, as far as I'm concerned, is 50-50 with me and her. Uh, I jokingly shared my idea of, hey, I think this would be funny. If you knew Rusty, then he's a character and he's entertaining sometimes. Uh, she had challenged me that she had one better, and boy was she right. Like I cracked her up, thinking, uh, how does this not already exist? Still, I mean, technically it doesn't exist, and I think I have a vision to be able to manifest and create something that even people would be against at first hearing of this topic or hearing of this depiction would actually enjoy it and crack the hell up like hysterically. Just sharing some of my ideas, such as a villain that will exist. All these characters are going to be depictions of people I already know from back home or people I've met in the Cincinnati, Ohio tri state area. So, this is one of the villains. Even those back home um, may not be familiar with the duct tape bandit, right? But does truly exist. Government name Casey Kazee, this crackhead from Ashland, Kentucky, wraps duct tape on his face, forgets to put holes over his nostrils, so he passes out mid robbery at this mom and pop liquor store. I think it was Shamrock Liquors. It's a WSAZ News Channel 3 interview with him and his oranges, stating it's not him, even though Ashland Police Department are ripping the duct tape off of his head upon arrest. It was really hilarious, and every character will be based on people I've met or environments I've been to, or fellow collaborators. They have their input. Um, if anyone tries to steal this, you better cut me in because, like, I'm desperate and not so much desperate, but maybe I feel this is my last or my only thing where I could have something too if I perish, and it's worth fighting over what I have left, like the rest of my family has with my mom and dad. Robert Lowe, Sally Lowe, you're pieces of crap. Mary Lowe, you're a piece of crap. I'm not going to speak on those that have passed, but how dare you? Bruce D. McGinnis Jr., you lied to my mom on one of her last days. You gave her hope and just yanked it away. Thanksgiving and Christmas, yeah, like, oh, me and her weren't going to be depressed alone. Like, yeah, I gave her hope. She gave me hope. We enjoyed our company. But when you got two depressed, sad people with each other, it's not that it's hard to be happy, but it helps being around people that maybe could help. And you said you would help, Bruce. You said you would help. This is not Bruce D. McGinnis Sr., CEO of McGinnis Incorporated Barge Company from Cincinnati, Ohio, down to New Orleans, Louisiana. Uh, this is his spoiled son who doesn't have much engagement with his father. This is, the power washer guy. I may not be able to obtain any of my dad's ashes since it's county property right now. So Bruce, hey, I hope you do see this. And I've tried to contact y'all, but it's like I'm not about putting people on blast like this. But at the same time, it's like I've exhausted all other options. County done took that. Hey, it is what it is. Bruce, I would like the ashes that I gave you of my father. I would like those back, please, because that might be the only. Yeah, hey, it might be the only thing I get. Hey, go try it. Go try to get the house at auction, dude. Hey, I ain't even gonna ask for anything, but respect my father and respect what he's done and preserve it. Donate it to museums. I was trying to donate certain archaeological artifacts that I had that were very unique, to say the least, to Moundsville, West Virginia. They have a museum. Oh man, it's heavy. So, hey, don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm not on here trying to say anybody owes me anything, but whoever may obtain said property, uh, you ain't got to like think about me in this. You know, I may be a piece of crap, you think, or I might sell out my race because I like some rap music or what have you. I get it, but uh, y'all claimed to respect my father. Y'all claimed to honor him. I've seen little proof of that since his passing. Um, Hopefully, y'all can prove me wrong. I did what I could to the point of like, I was close to not being around anymore at all, like in spirit and physical form. Uh, Going up as far as to April 15th, 2021. Uh, I was going to end it that day because it's Easter Sunday, and there was nothing more, and I wanted to just maybe someone stop by that day. I was in the company of my dogs, which should have just kept me content and happy, but I needed a little more than that day, and kept getting smoke blown up my ass, and I was tired of waiting around, and instead of blowing my brains out that day, I went on a walk and acquired a new hobby, which some are aware of what I'm talking about. It's animation, dealing with the universe of the carnival of, you know, Jesse Pinkman types, so to speak. So, I haven't really had thoughts like that since that day for the most part. Uh, Maybe once up here my whole time in the Cincinnati, Ohio tri-state area. Uh, there's no cause for concern as far as self-harm or anything of that right now. Um, but yeah, it got heavy to say the least. And I think a lot of people were praying, uh, not praying like pray to the Lord, but praying like vultures, like birds of prey. Yeah, instead of maybe lending someone a little bit of a hand and help, help someone you can obviously see going through it and had circumstances uh, that anyone could relate to of like, yeah, I could see why he could be a little bit down and overwhelmed. Instead of maybe lending someone a hand, just let him perish and hell, let's pile it on him. Let's not help him out. Let's make it worse for him. Yeah. I don't know if y'all believe in a thing called karma, but I definitely do. I ain't worried about karma. Me and her are pretty good. All right, sorry about that. I had to mute it. But yeah, I'm done with this. Hey, if I ever make anything myself, which I have confidence and faith that I will, and who knows, maybe it's going to happen with uh, the project I'd like to make happen. I'm open to make it a comic strip, book form, or I'm open to make it animated, short, like video form. Um, I don't necessarily need voice characters. I can do a lot of that, and a couple other friends probably would be willing to, or you know, um, I don't need much of any help with this, but I'm down to collaborate. And I ain't really doing too much else other than that, little side projects and stuff. But hey, um, if you could invest in South Park back in the day, like why wouldn't you give a shot with this? What could it hurt? Um, specifically Bruce McGinnis Jr. Phil, you might owe me one, homie. You know, I don't care what you may have done to me or what you might have done to me. I witnessed you lie to my mother when you acquired the South Point property. I saw you put a mortgage out on that property to the tune of $150,000. You only gave her $20,000, you cheapskate piece of crap. Uh, Now I get it. You helped out with what was going on in that moment, but with your fiscal knowledge of being a descendant of a family of wealth, generational wealth, uh, maybe you could have done her a little bit better. Maybe you could have helped with the tax situation and helped us mortgage the South Point property like you did with 150 grand. That that could have helped out a lot more and probably put her uh, concerns more at rest than which you did. To your credit, you did help with things, but a scene on it's public record with all that. It's not like I did anything deceitful, but you know. So you spent $20,000 basically to make $130,000. I think anybody with that means would have done the same thing, but you did it to my one-legged dying mother, who you lied to and gave hope to and ripped away and probably made her feel more like crap than she did in the first place. You a good guy, ain't you? You did the same thing to me after her passing, to the point I almost blew my brains out on Easter Sunday. Well, I didn't, and I'm still here, and I'm gonna make y'all regret doing us that way. And the best revenge is success. So let's all hope that with whatever goes on beyond this moment, I'm successful. Because you know, I think Anthony Kiedis said, I don't want to feel like I did that one day. Yeah, I don't want to go back to that place, and I'll leave it be at that. Yeah. Have a good day, y'all. Happy birthday to me. Fuck you. Where'd you end up? All right. Oh yeah, Cash App and all that stuff. I would get on here and beg, but I got more important things to do, and I kind of have this thing called dignity and pride. But I mean, I could be on YouTube for 12 hours a day, I guess, just begging, maybe make a couple $100 a day. Uh, I I feel I have more value than that, and I got more to provide than being a beggar on a public platform. But you know, since we're on the topic anyway, anybody that's ever given money to Boy Blue, and throw another Juggalo homie a little bit on Cash App, about $20, right? WME3 is my tag. Peace.